Hey, amazing beings. Well, here I am, Dr. Sarah with Free and Clear Fridays. Again on Saturday. How does it get any better than this? But I'm here with you in part because I have a class going on that I'm facilitating, and it's called The Foundation, and it's an amazing, amazing class. You may have saw some of the promotions for it because I just love this class so much. And I'm in the midst of day 2 of Foundation with some amazing beings. But yesterday was day 1, and that was Friday, so I didn't get a chance to be here with you, and now here I am with you to do our thing, right? To get clear of anything that's heavy. Oh my goodness, there's someone that's mentioning being, I'm fine after the COP in Turkey. Yay! Oh, that's exciting because I love COP too. How's it get any better? So if you're an Access person, you'll know what that all is. Or if you're new to Access, there's amazing classes. But I know a lot of you who follow me aren't necessarily doing classes, but that's okay. That's why we're here, to get a little taster always of getting clear of anything that's heavy on a Friday, Saturday, or whenever it comes in, or in the future on IGTV, because this is where this video tends to land. So anyway, how are you? Wow, that had an energy to it. Anything that's been heavy for you this week, let's tune into that and let's clear that. So everything that's showing up with that for you, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. The clearing statement. This clearing statement is amazing. And if you're not familiar with it, you can find it in my LinkedIn and my profile on my website. And so you just click on the LinkedIn and you'll see, the Linktree link, and you'll find the clearing statement in that menu. It's on the website, so you can learn more about it. I'm also going to post it here on the link for free, the IGTV. Anyway, back to this week and the energy that you've been picking up on, and or anything that's been heavy. So let's tune into that again. Anything that is heavy, let's destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So, I know the video I shared with you earlier this week was about a question that really helps get clear of anything that's heavy. It's a great one, a go-to that will help lighten something up. And especially when you're in something that's heavy and maybe in a wrongness of something. And so the question is, what's right about this I'm not getting? What's right about this I'm not getting? It's a great question, and it can help bring up and clear anything that's heavy. So everything that is, let's destroy it and create it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Because if we're stuck in a wrongness, usually we are fixated on whatever's not working, whatever is the limitation. And by asking what's right about this, it allows us to get clear on possibly what that could be, but also it just clears the other side of the wrongness. So just like the clearing statement says, it does this of both sides of whatever is heavy for you. So that's where the question, what's right about this I'm not getting? In the class today, in the foundation, we actually did talk about, I facilitated on right and wrong. So basically, when we are in a place of needing a reason for something to justify our position, we're trying to be right on it, can be not only limiting, it can be a space that we actually create more of the things we're likely not to desire. So everywhere you're trying to make something right and justify why you're doing that, let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right or wrong, good or bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And you see, a lot of times we aim to be right rather than just be aware. So when we're in the awareness of something, it's very different. It's like, oh, I'm just noticing that this thing is showing up, that, okay, so instead of I need to be right on this issue, I'm aware of this issue and how it's coming in, and it's maybe heavy or light. That's what I'm aware of. But when I need to be right about this issue, like let's say right about a point of view in the world, like I don't know, there's so many different things we could choose, and my mind went blink. Maybe the need to be right to how to do a live. No. Anything we try to make ourselves right on, we're going to then have to limit ourselves. And isn't that funny? Because I so don't do right and wrong. Coming up with needing to be right about something is actually getting in the way. Hilariously funny. So like I need to be right in my point of view about I don't know, animals. Even though I love animals, but I need to be right about that. So I'm going to advocate, and anyone that doesn't like animals is wrong. That's kind of an interesting one. So everything that brings up, let's destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So instead of needing to be right about my point of view about animals, I'm aware of like, oh, I'm aware of the loving space I have for animals, and I'm aware of that there are people out there that don't have that for their point of view. And everything that's heavy about that, right and wrong, good and bad, pon, pock, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds, but it's just an interesting point of view. Then I don't have to defend myself for or against animals. I'm just being what I know is like for me with animals. And I just love being around animals. In fact, there's a dog in the class that's just so sweet. He's a service dog, so he is like a therapy dog, and his name is Diesel. And Diesel has contributed so much to our class. It's been so much fun, and it's just so kind. But if I had a point of view that, well, let's take the other point of view of, oh, no animals allowed. Or what if other people don't like Diesel? And of course, by law, Diesel is allowed to go wherever Diesel would like based on that. But I could have had a strong point of view of wanting to make sure, right or wrong to it. And I didn't. I was open to the possibility that some people may not like Diesel, which is not the case, but before the class. And that when not taking a point of view, and I just kind of allow it to be, and I had Diesel show up, and Diesel's been amazing. And if something were to have come up in class where someone didn't want the animal in class, it's just good to know and information to clear on, and also having choice to, if that were the case, we could have chose something else. So do you notice how I'm looking at things and how I show up to things? And welcome to my world. This is basically how I function most of the time in the space of question and possibilities, rather than going into, well, a strong no or yes to Diesel. Not the case. So anywhere that you're doing a right or wrong to something that's limiting you from just being in the choice and in the awareness of your life and living, let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, does that have some energy to it? Do you notice that? It's a bit intense. So, how right are you being to avoid being wrong? And everything that brings up. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Or anywhere that you're trying to get someone to understand your point of view in order to not be wrong with someone else. Do you notice you ever find that you want to please someone, or you don't want to, say the wrong thing because they may not have the same point of view as you? So everything that brings up, let's clear it again. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds. When you're not functioning from a right or wrong, you can just be in the awareness of like, oh, okay, I'm showing up to this person. They have a different point of view. I'm going to be me either way and see and choose what's right for me. So if I know someone has a strong point of view about something, I may not bring that up because that doesn't relate to me. Or if they bring it up, I may just be like, oh, yeah, yeah. Saying to myself, return to sender, pon, pock. So I'm giving you a little bit of ways to navigate through right and wrong and good and bad. And not having to be in a position of one way or the other, or an all or nothing kind of way. So, the other thing that comes up on this, okay, is judgment. A judgment. If we were judgment free, which is totally possible if you choose it. Now this world, probably not. This world's highly charged with judgment. And really a judgment is taking a side of one side or another. And a judgment has like heavy energies attached to it. So when you no longer have to do right and wrong, you're actually creating a space of no judgment. It's just interesting point of view. So just being aware of the judgment rather than fighting against the judgment. So anytime we fight against something, it's usually we're trying to right the wrong or wrong the right, which keeps us in a judgment and keeps us in a limitation most of the time. Either judgment on self, judgment on other. So everything that brings up, let's destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So where are you doing right and wrong in your life? Where are you functioning from right and wrong? Everything that is, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And do you think you're judging when you're actually not judging? Everything that brings up, right, wrong, good, bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. A lot of times, those of us who don't actually function from judgment think we're judging when we're not. We're just highly aware of other people's judgments that we think are ours, that they're not. And I do say think, because that's what our minds do. They want us to think and feel things and keep us in a limitation. So if you think you're judging, you're likely not. If you're actually judging, you're probably wronging someone else for being right. It's the funny thing about it. The people that think they're judging are really not judging, and the ones that are don't think they are. So everything that is, let's destroy and uncreate it all. I think it's funny. I'm easily entertained though. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It's so true. You know, I have this thing about laughing at my own jokes. It's kind of funny to me. Because I wouldn't say it if it wasn't funny. And I would have to think it's funny or be aware that it's funny in order to laugh. It's a true story. But I don't need to be right about being funny. I'm just choosing to laugh at my own jokes. So look how this can apply to everything. So everything this is, anything that's heavy about this, anywhere that you're like not laughing at my jokes, when they are really funny, it's just my interesting point of view. I'm not needing to be right about that. We just try and create it all now, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds. By the way, this is like a side effect from amazing foundation class. How did I get to be so lucky to facilitate this class? I'm telling you, I have some amazing beings who are just like, wow, we are changing some things. It's so exciting, and it's really a beyond, and we're only in day 2 at lunch, and we have, wow, 2.5 more days available. It's a 4-day class. So how does it get any better than this? And what are you noticing now? Is it getting a little lighter? And is it a beyond to not function from right and wrong? And it's interesting to me that when I aim to try to function from right and wrong, it doesn't work, because I don't function from right or wrong anymore. And I'll know when I do start going there. I can sense it, right? So anywhere that this may be confusing to what awareness is, because if you're aware and being in the space like I'm sharing with you, it does take practice. It is a choice. We have choice to this. So we have to choose to be in the awareness of what's going on. So everything that is, right, wrong, good, bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So I wonder what else is possible here. And if you weren't in the wrongness of something or needing to be right, or in someone else's need to be wrong or right, would that be lighter for you? Will that have more ease for you? Will that open the door to more possibilities? And anything that won't allow that, let's destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew, wow. So we still have a little bit more time left. And I'm just always aiming to track time. I used to start these lives like at the top of the hour, right on the minute. And now I'm like, give or two, a couple minutes at some random time. So I'm like, how long have I been on? And it doesn't show here for me on the live how long it's been. Not that that makes a difference anyways. There's no set rule to how many minutes this has to be. But anyway, what are you noticing now? Oh, I was going to say the side effects of a foundation class. It's just kind of like vortexing energy. There's this light energy that can come from it. And believe me, it is intense too. Just some things that are happening that can go on can be really intense. So, but there is this side effect of more ease and more joy and more lightness and space. How's it get any better than that? So anything that won't allow you to receive what I'm putting out for yourself in a way that can contribute to something greater to you, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So what would it be like this week between now and next time when we see each other, whenever that is, to just be in the awareness of things, in the awareness of where you're doing right and wrong, where other people are doing wrong and right. And what if it's not a wrongness? Okay, this is really weird. What we tend to do is like, oh, I'm not doing it right. And then you're making yourself wrong for not doing it right when this is about not doing wrong or right. It's kind of the weirdest thing, but that's actually the aim. So what if once you notice, or if you notice, like, oh, wow, I just did that right thing, or I did that wrong thing, or I'm wronging myself for this. Okay, pon poc, what am I aware of? So what is my awareness? That's what I was about to say. So we're meant to go into the question, and you can clear it when it gets heavy to just ask that question, like, what am I aware of? That's a great go-to for this week. So be in the question of what am I aware of, and pon poc all the right and wrong to things, and see what you notice. And just be in the awareness of everything that may be limiting you, and just keep using the tools as we do here. And listen to this recording again. A lot of times, the first time through, you may get something like right now, but then the next time you're bound to get something else that may even create lighter and greater space for you to have more ease. Because we're looking for more ease, for more lightness, and more space. All right, amazing beings. So I'm so grateful for you. So grateful for you. And I'm sending you amazing energy from this class of foundation, and always, and I have your back always. Because I love when we get together and we meet here and take problems and turn them into possibilities, or I can share the tools with you in a new way. Every time it's different for me. Every time I come in to meet with you, it's just so different. So I'm so grateful for that. And I wonder what else is possible now. I wonder. All right, well, go forth. Have an amazing week, knowing I have your back. And I'll see you next time here at Free and Clear Fridays with Dr. Sarah, which may be on Friday, which is likely to be on Friday, if not Saturday, Sunday, but most likely next Friday. All right, take care for now.